Hello. Nice to meet you. Please have a seat. You must be. Yes. Okay, perfect. I'm Miss Leesie. Nice to meet you. I am your college and career counselor this year. So, yay, you get me. And today we will be curating a university list for you as you are an incoming senior. So we will be working on making a list of colleges that fit your social preferences, your grade point average, your like everything that you need to feel comfortable and safe at a school. We will incorporate into our calculations, okay? Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Please, please, please. My job is to help you feel most comfortable and find a college that fits you, not necessarily to berate your grades or to be mean and cruel to you. That's not my job. I will just figure out what kind of environment and what location and school fits you best, okay? Great. So, please don't worry. Alright, it would be great if you could pull out your laptop for me. Okay, great. Thank you. So I want you to navigate to your college board. So whether that is the Common Application or whatever other software you use, like Niche or My Learning or College Board, figure like whatever you use. And that list that I sent you an email about to make of just preliminary considerations for college. Can you pull that up, please? Okay, great, thank you. Right. And then I'm going to navigate to my Google document. Okay, and you shared that with me. What did you title your document? Okay, great. Let me go and find that real quick. And this is the one that I needed because I wanted to see all sorts of numbers and statistics and some special considerations you might have with school so that I know how to better help you. Okay, found that. Great, and let me scroll a bit. It looks like you filled everything out. Perfect, thank you so much for that. Okay, so do you have your page up? Perfect. Okay. So let's go through this document together, okay? I'll be referencing it a little bit. So it looks like your grade point average unweighted from 9 to 12, your total GPA is a 3.95. That's pretty good, yeah. Okay, and let me see here. And then your academic GPA is a 3.92. And then from your 10 to 12, it looks like you have a 3.61. Okay. So I'm also going to look at how many AP, IB, and honors classes you took this year, okay? Alright, so let's check this out. It looks like you took 4 APs this year. 1 honors, okay, that's right. And you took a total of 7 AP classes so far. Okay. Okay, great. And let me see. You took a total of 2 honors classes so far too. Okay. Are you learning a language? You are. Okay, what language are you learning? That's fun. I always wanted to try learning that. I learned Spanish instead. Yeah. Okay, great. So, do you participate in a school sport? You do. Okay, great. How many years? Okay. Are you JV, varsity? Okay. How many years for those? Great, thank you. Alright. And do you have a job currently? So, based on these considerations, I think you have everything else filled out, just those were missing. So let's take a look here. And you did say that you prefer a medium to larger size school. You would prefer it be public, but private works as well, okay? Alright. And do you have any preferences for in-state, out-of-state? Neither. Okay, either work. Would you want to spend a semester internationally or apply to a school internationally? Okay. Good to know. Okay. Great. And have you started working on your personal statement yet for any of the schools? Not yet. Okay. That's totally fine. You have a lot of time. You have about, I would say, 2 or 3 months before it really should start ramping up, okay? Okay, so from your information, this is really good information to have. I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, okay? So to summarize your GPA, the way that colleges look at GPA is they have their own weighting system, but as you know, an A is a 4.0 and a minus is a 3.7. It goes on from there. Your school and our district does not participate in class rank, so we don't have valedictorian, salutatorian, which is good on your part because it makes your GPA stand out even more. And then also here you have SAT, ACT information. It looks like you took the ACT, and you have a composite 34. Is that right? 34. Did you take the SAT? Apologies. Okay. You took that last year? Last year. Okay. And what did you get for your math section? Okay, 620. And what did you get for reading, writing? 680. Okay. Cool. So that makes a composite 1300. Okay. So let's see, 1300 out of 1600. Okay, I'm putting that into my calculations here too. Okay, perfect. And did you run a club this year? You participated in one. Okay. What club was that? Physics club. Physics club. Okay. How often did you go to meetings? Every meeting. Okay. How many years have you been active in the club? 2? Cool. Okay. So this is a really great list and compilation of things. And I can see your major down here. It looks like you want to go into biology. Yeah, okay. Cool. So have you considered colleges that would have biology majors? Is the major the most important part, or is the social atmosphere it? Or I know you had that lecture from last year, and I believe Miss Pearson gave that. Yeah, you remember that? Okay, so she had you list and rank factors for college that would be most important. So for your social atmosphere, what would you give that out of 10? 6. Okay. And for major? A 9. Okay. So major switches aren't really a big consideration for you. Okay, cool. So more of a STEM focused school. Yeah, okay. And then let's see. For diversity and different cultures, 8. Yeah, I think that's a good estimate. And location. Okay, no rural schools. Okay, cool. Are big cities a problem for you? No. Cool. A lot of students like moving to cities, yeah. Okay, cool. Excellent. So, that's a really great starting point. And then, is there anything else that you would like to talk about or consider when choosing a college. Okay, so the FAFSA form you would like to go over. There is a lecture. I believe that Miss Brady is giving that. Yeah, she will be giving that. Okay, so let me check my calendar. That's coming up next week about how to set up the FAFSA and how you need to do that through the Common Application. That's being done on the 18th this month. Would you be able to make that? It's during study hall on Friday. Cool. Awesome. So I will put you down for that. And what is your student ID number? Cool. I'm going to sign you up. Alright, you're logged in there. So for Friday, just be sure to go over, I think it's room 275, and you'll be able to have that lecture. So that will give you more information. Okay, great. So I'm going to run my calculator here, and I'm just going to pull up some schools. And while it's running, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we choose schools for you and schools you can look at. Ultimately, it's your decision what schools to apply to, but we are here to guide you on what would up your chances the most and what we feel you would be most suited for. So for our program, we have you apply to maximum 10 schools, okay? This does not include schools that run under the same application. So some state schools run under the same application, and we do not consider those to have like all of those schools be considered as one. The whole application together is counted as one. So 10 applications, 10 separate applications. So we have you apply to 1 to 2 reach schools, dream schools, that sort of thing. And then for the more target reach area, we have you apply to about 3 to 4 of those. And then for target safety, we apply 5 to 6. Okay? So that's about the general breakdown we have per student. And we tend to refine this as we go along, but this is a more preliminary list. And for now, I'm going to give you 2 schools in, like double the schools in every category. So I'm going to give you 20 schools to look at, and then we can narrow that list down, okay? Great. So I'm going to start off, okay, the simulation is done. So it looks like right now, according to your major, what you want to study, your dream school right now, as it appears to be, is Cal Berkeley. Okay, so Berkeley is one. Have you considered that before? It's on your list. Okay, well that's good, that's good. I'm gonna put that down. And the other one that it gave me was NYU. Have you considered New York, moving to New York? Not really? Okay, well I would definitely give it a shot. It's a big school. There's a lot of connections and opportunities at NYU, so there you go. Okay, and then it also pulled up for me UCLA. Not LA, okay. No LA for you. Okay, right, and then it also pulled up Rice. Rice would be okay. Okay, Rice University. Cool. Alright, I'll put that down. Alright, and then for your reach schools, more target schools, for me here, it pulled up University of Washington. That one you might like, okay. I would definitely consider looking at that more. It's got really good programs. The campus is very nice. It's got a lot of diversity at the school comparatively. So, okay, it's got a lot of international students. Okay, great. I'm gonna make a note of that to check out that school. Alright, let's pull that up. Sorry, it's being so slow here. Okay, so far we have Berkeley, and then we have, let's see, Berkeley, and then NYU and Rice, and then UW. Okay, so another thing that you could consider doing is Boston University. So that's about like 16-17%. Okay, that one you might like. Okay, Boston University. Okay, and something else you could try if you like more city areas, is you could probably do Florida State University. The reason that I pull this up, and I know it's in Florida, and Florida is very hot and humid, and also a lot of Florida is going to be probably in a bad climate situation soon, but the cost is pretty low for state school, and its average GPA is around what I would situate you at, so FSU is a good bet. Would you like me to put that on the list? Okay, cool. FSU. Okay, and something else we could definitely consider if you're looking for biology, is a really nice one would be is Reed College in Oregon. Yeah, so this one is not particularly in a giant city as in Portland, which is the biggest city in Oregon, but we could definitely try that. And another one that it calculated here, if I scroll down a little bit, is we could look at doing something like maybe University of Maryland and College Park. See, Maryland is really close to everything, so it's really nice to access big cities like Boston and New York and other cities like DC from there. Yeah. Okay. You'd like both of those. Cool. Okay. Awesome. All right, and then for more of the target schools, I pulled up something like that's about above 50-60%. So something that we could do for that is we could do a New York school. It's called Adelphi University. It's a 94% acceptance rate, so it's more of a safety school. And it's 3.63 average GPA, so you would definitely get into that. Another one we can do that would be like pretty simple to do is we can do something along the lines of something like, what's something we could do here? I don't like these options as much. I think we could probably do something like I don't like what it's pulling up for me here. We could do Christopher Newport University. This one is in Virginia, and it's 96%, 3.77 GPA, so you're just right in there, just right above. We can also do Cleveland State. Cleveland State is a little bit higher cost, it's $32K, but it's in Ohio. So Ohio is nice because you're kind of in the middle of that Great Lakes region, so you kind of can access a lot of stuff. And then if you want something more south, you could do the College of Charleston, which is in South Carolina, so you'd be closer to places like Atlanta. Okay, does any of those sound appealing to you? Okay, the Ohio one in Cleveland. Okay, and anything else? Okay, cool. I'll put those on for you to check out. And then, let's see, for more safety schools, I have one in New Orleans, in Louisiana. And this is 98%. It's called Dillard University, and it is private. It's not public. It's $31K cost though, and a 2.97 average GPA. It's very good for biology. Skip that one, no Louisiana. Okay. I also have Drexel University. That one is in Pennsylvania. This one is also private. It's $81K cost, so it's higher, but you would get a better education for the cost, and because it's a safety school. Most safety schools a lot of the time accept a lot of students because they have problems with their educational platform being evenly distributed across majors. So for something that has a good educational platform but also is something that you could access a big city like Philadelphia, that's a good bet. Okay, you want me to put that on? Okay, cool. And then let's see. If you want something on the West Coast, we could do something like, let me see here. We could do maybe something like, we could do Colorado State University. This one's a lower cost, it's public, it's $46K, it's 98%, it's got a 3.63 average GPA. Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you that to look at, if you can pull it up on your screen. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 colleges for you to look at so far, okay? So I'm going to finish this section next time because the bell is about to ring, but let me know what you think of that, and good luck applying. So I'll see you in about a month. Okay, well, let me know, just mark that up, and I'll review it when I can, okay? Thank you again, have a good day.